show you how to create a scatter plot. So the first thing that you're going to do is you need to clean up the data because scatter plots are for matched or paired data. So it's really important that we make sure that the data that we're using is truly matched or paired. So my advice to you is to copy and paste the two variables that you're creating a scatter plot for. So here I've got an example of some data for average number of hours streaming online versus average hours of sleep at night. So I'm just going to copy these two columns of data and paste it into a brand new spreadsheet. So just open a new spreadsheet here. Okay. And then you might want to title it so you can save it to your My Data folder. And what we're looking for here is we're looking for any empty rows. So you see here like row 17, that would be a row that I'm going to delete. So any empty rows, we're going to delete them. And you also want to look for any rows where a student responded to one variable, but then did not give a response to the other variable. So here you notice a student gave us their average hours streaming, but didn't tell us their average hours of sleep. So row 32 should also be deleted because for that row, we're missing the other matched or the other paired data. So again, go through and search for any rows where you're missing. So here, my row 86, you can see there that, again, I only have one variable and the other one's missing. So I would delete that row and just make sure that you clean up the data real good. So how do you delete rows in StatCrunch? What you're going to do is you're going to go to Edit and then select Rows and then Delete. And then from here, you're going to want to go back to the top and then highlight any row that you're planning on deleting. And you could just highlight them all at once.
Mom. Hey, Mom.
Hey, I'm making a video. Can you wait for a second? Okay. All right. So let me try and clean up this data. Making sure that I look for all those rows and then just press compute and it'll delete all of those rows all at once. So again, I'm just going to triple or double check my work here. For our class project, I mean, it's kind of tedious that we're doing this manually. If you guys are doing research in the future where you have larger data sets, you would probably use a software that will do all of this for you so you don't have to do it manually. Okay, perfect. So now that I have my data cleaned up, I'm ready to create my scatter plot. So just go to Graph and choose Scatter Plot. And then choose the variable. So it doesn't matter which one you choose first as your X and then which one you choose as your Y variable. Just keep track of which variables on which axes. Okay, and then when I go down to the bottom here, because I chose average number of hours streaming as my X, when I label my axes, I would say hours streaming online, and then my y-axis would be hours sleep per night. And I should probably indicate here that this represents, oh, I need a title. I should say average hours streaming versus average hours sleep. And then I think this was also per day. Okay, and then let's compute that scatter plot. Okay, so it might look something like this, and there we go.